All right, that was our 2 blocks of cream cheese into our crock pot. Next, coming in with some chicken here. You can really do any chicken. I decided to do a pre-cooked strips, and I cut them into little cubes. You could get a rotisserie chicken and shred it yourself and put it in there. You could bake chicken breasts and cut it in there if you want to, but I like quick and easy, so I went with pre-cooked stripped chicken. Now coming in with my favorite buffalo sauce, Buffalo Wild Wings medium heat here. It's just the right enough of heat, not too much so that everybody can enjoy this crock pot recipe. We are making today buffalo chicken mini sliders that you can also use as a dip. Now that buffalo sauce is in there, we are going to throw in a little bit of ranch. Who doesn't like a little bit of ranch with their buffalo sauce? That kind of cools it down just a little bit, gives it a nice rich flavor, makes it even more creamy than it already is. And what is buffalo without a little bit of crunch? We need some celery in there. So this is just some chopped up celery stalks that I got at the grocery store, nice and fresh here. Don't want to cut them too thick, want to cut them a little bit thin so that they don't take up the whole dip. You don't want just the celery being part of your chip dip or a part of your slider. So we kind of go thin on that chop. Next coming in, blue cheese crumbles. Now, I debated on whether to do blue cheese crumbles or a dressing here, but I figured, hey, I've already got the ranch, I've already got the buffalo sauce, so I actually went with a full crumble of blue cheese here. But like I said, you could do the dressing, you could even do both if you wanted to. It's always up to you, whatever your flavor is. And of course, we want to add the one, the only, Kinder's The Blend seasoning. Gotta make sure you season that food, team. Just a little bit here, not gonna overdo it. Just wanna bring that garlic, that salt, that pepper into this recipe. And last but not least, some hot garlic Parmesan. Also, let's see, this is from Lawry's. We love good Lawry around here in this house. They always make some good seasoning, some good spices. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble here, but that's okay, we've got time. Oh, there we go. Gotta find the right angle on this one. All right, that is looking delicious. Now that the spices are out, it's smelling wonderful. Gosh, I love buffalo chicken. This is going to be delicious. Now I'm just gonna take my spoon and start stirring this bad boy together. Get it all well incorporated. That cheese will melt down, obviously, in the crock pot, so we're not gonna worry too much about that cream cheese getting all stirred in here. We're mainly looking to get the chicken, the celery, the seasoning, the buffalo, the ranch, all well combined before we start putting this on a nice simmer for our game day buffalo chicken sliders and or dip. All right, just gonna go ahead and grab my lid here. And we're gonna set this on nice and low simmer for about 1 to 2 hours. All right, it went for about an hour, and I'm gonna lift this lid up, and I can already tell it's gonna go. Smells so good. Ooh, that buffalo sauce really hits you right in the sinuses, but it smells so good. Look at that ooey, gooey, delicious treat. Now this is good. I'm gonna do this with sliders, but this would be perfect for a dip with some tortilla chips, or just on its own. Have zero shame here, folks. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Now, because it is pretty sloppy, we're going to use a little mini scooper here. I'm gonna bring in the bottom of my buns, and I'm just going to scoop this on here, get the perfect amount, pat it down. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. You will impress all of your friends. Now the Super Bowl is coming up, and I don't know about you guys, but I am a 49er fan, and they are well on their way to playing in the Super Bowl. And newsflash, if you didn't know, if you're not a football fan, the Super Bowl is being held in Santa Clara, which is the home field for the 49ers. So wouldn't it be perfect if you had the Niners playing? Everything would be perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and top these off here. Ooh, look at that. If you've ever had a sloppy Joe, just think the same thing here. They're gonna be messy, but they're going to be delicious, and I cannot wait to take a bite. Which one will I choose? I'm gonna go right here. It's gonna be pretty hot. Hopefully I don't burn my mouth. Mmm. Mmm. You have to give this game day appetizer a definite try. Cheers.